Hello. One of the questions I'm asked most years is, what do I do with the soil when I turn a bucket of vegetables out? What happens to that soil? Well, I'm going to try and answer that question in this video, but we need to look at where we are in the growing year with respect to what we do with the soil. So let's start at the beginning of a growing year. So we're probably in early spring, we've got the soil ready, we've probably invigorated it with some bloodfish and bone or a proprietary fertiliser, we charge the bucket and we plant something. Let's say, for argument's sake, we plant a potato. So we're growing potatoes. Okay, so spring comes and goes, and we're now into the beginning of summer, and we're turning these buckets out, and hopefully we're harvesting potatoes. But what we're also getting is an empty bucket and some soil, and there's still some summer months left. So why don't we just recharge the bucket? Why don't we reinvigorate the soil with some more fertiliser, pop it back in the bucket, and if we've set some potatoes aside, not the ones we've just harvested, if we've set some potatoes aside, we can plant those. Yeah, we can get 2 crops of potatoes from the same soil, in the same bucket, in the same year. I know we can. I've done it. And one of the other things I like to do at that point in time, after I've harvested the potatoes and recharged the bucket, I may plant some leeks or onions or carrots and get a second crop in that year. So that takes us through spring and summer, and as we are now, we're just moving into autumn. There is no time for another crop. There just isn't. It'll start to get darker sooner, shortly, and it'll start to get colder. Things don't really want to grow. I can't plant anything now. It's too late for these buckets. So we need to rest the soil. Yeah, its work is done. We need to give it some TLC because we're looking to use this soil again next year. Okay, so if I've harvested something at the back end of summer, the soil will go back into the bucket. It's got to go somewhere. But then what I'll do is I'll give that soil some TLC, and I'm going to show you how I do that. So we harvested some carrots earlier this week, and we harvested some beetroot, and we've eaten them and they were lovely, and we need to harvest some more. So we're going down the garden now to do that, and I'll show you what I'm doing with some of the buckets of soil I'm already preparing for next year. Come on, let's go to the raised bed. We'll do the beetroot first, and then we'll do a few carrots. What we've got here, let's have a look. Oh, this looks a nice one. Yeah, I think we're happy with that one. Let's take another. We only want a couple. I think that's a nice one as well. Remember, these beetroot haven't been thinned out at all, so we're just taking the big ones, leaving the small ones to grow on. So we're not trying to pull them out. When we take these ones out, we're trying to leave them in. How's that? They look like 2 nice beetroot. Right, let's get some carrots out, if we can. Again, we're only taking the big ones, or the ones that look big. You don't know if they're big when you get them out. Okay with that? Okay with that? And these carrots haven't been thinned out at all. How about that? One more carrot. And that'll do us, I think. Oh, and that looks like a biggie. Ha 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 ha! What do you reckon? Okay. Right, let me come round your side. Carrots first. Okay, we're happy with them. Yeah, we definitely are. Beetroot. Yeah, a couple of nice beetroot. We're happy with those. And the carrots and the beetroot were just as they were sown. Not thinned out at all. And we were happy with this. Now then, you've got to be wondering what's in those buckets. Let me show you. On the face of it, these buckets look as though they're full of grass. But they're not. They're full of soil. Yeah, they're full of soil. And that's the soil that probably grew potatoes in this year, or carrots in this year, or onions, or leeks, or celery in this year. And as we move into autumn, its work is done. Yeah, we're planting nothing else in that soil now till next year, but we want to give it some TLC, and this is how we do it. No bare soil here at Homegrown Veg if we can avoid it. Okay, bit of chop and drop. That's just the lawn clippings. That'll be the green of the mix. As we move into autumn, which isn't far away, we'll get some brown leaves dropping. We'll collect those up, and that'll be the brown of the mix. So we'll have a green-brown mix sitting on top of this soil right through autumn, right through winter, and into spring of next year, when we'll incorporate it in if there's any left, and we'll start again. And what we're looking for is that over the winter months, the worms will start and take this grass down into the soil. The wind and the rain will push it down into the soil, and the frost will help break it up, and any snow that we might get. But I'm hoping that this will re-energise that soil for next year. At which point we'll turn it out. We'll probably add some organic fertiliser, maybe blood, fish and bone, and we go again. But we don't have any soil left bare, if we can avoid it, over winter here at Homegrown Veg. We try to cover it with something. At the moment it's grass, because that's all I've got. Over the next month or so it'll be leaves, brown leaves, and I'll probably go to our local seashore, collect some seaweed, and that'll go on there as well. And I'll do the same with the raised beds if there's any soil in there bare when I've harvested some of the other vegetables. Yeah, I'll just try and cover everything. Hey, okay. Hey, we're happy with this. We're definitely happy with this. I mean, I didn't thin those carrots out, and I didn't thin the beetroot out, and that's a reasonable sized carrot, reasonable sized beetroot. And the smaller ones will just grow on. Hopefully they'll make bigger beets and bigger carrots. Yeah, we're happy with this. Okay, so the soil in the buckets, you saw what I was doing. Yeah, we've covered it with some grass, because that's all I have at the moment. As we move into autumn, we'll get the autumn leaves, so that'll be the green grass, the brown leaves, and I may go and collect some seaweed and pop that on there as well, and that'll sit through autumn and through winter into the spring of next year. And the worms and the mini dudes in the soil will take it down into the soil, and the wind and the rain and the frost I'll push it down into the soil, and the soil will just get better and better year after year. How do I know? Because I've been growing in that same soil for at least 10 years. I have. Look at some of my earlier videos. It can be done, but you need to manage your soil. You need to look after it, and it may just last you a lifetime. Okay, so if you've enjoyed this video, a thumbs up would be nice. If you're a subscriber, thanks for being a subscriber. Now, if you're not a subscriber, why not? Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification icon. Next time I pop a video up, you'll get notified. And, of course, as we move into spring of next year, you'll see what happens to that soil as we swing it back into action for another year of growing here at Homegrown Veg in the United Kingdom. Don't forget that thumbs up. This is Homegrown Veg, signing out.